Yes, it is. Fuck off. Anywho, where is he? Raph? Raph, there you are. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I messed up my foot and apparently my ears. That has a lot to do with being older. I'm really excited because they're going to have a comedy show tomorrow night at a strip club. And for a weirdo, that's heaven. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been saving up all of my singles and my $1 bills. And when I got here earlier, I realized, as far away as I had to park, that I'm going to pass 3 or 4 dozen homeless guys on the way over who are going to ask for change. So I had to ask myself, where do I want my hard-earned money spent? On drugs or alcohol? That didn't work at all. But that's okay, because I'm old enough to be all of your fathers. And there's a couple of bearded dudes over there where it might actually be the case. I did travel the Midwest in the late 80s, and that was all shaky. But I'm getting really old, and I'm going to have a birthday in a couple of weeks. And I've met a lot of people that tell me I'm the weirdest person they know, because a lot of people, they become kind of weird, you know, in junior high, and they discover they enjoy their games more than they enjoy people. Or some people find themselves and they have a new character right after college. But I was a really weird kid. Like, I was weird in the 70s. In the Midwest, I was raised on a Indian reservation in Oklahoma. And even though my parents are both Cherokee, all of my relatives are Indians and Mexicans, I always had a feeling that I was partially black. I was 8 years old. I hadn't even seen a black person at this point. I saw one in the Sears when I was 9. It was like running into a unicorn. Mommy, I'm not sure, but that might be a Negro. But I always had this strange feeling that I had some African blood in me. And the only reason this ever occurred is because every time I saw Billy D. Williams on television or in a movie, I had this weird instinct, something in my head would go, Daddy? I don't know why, I can't explain it, but every time I see Empire Strikes Back and Lando turns on the rebels, I roll a tear and I'm just thinking, Papa, no. I was in my 20s when I realized I probably wasn't black. But I could possibly be an alien. Because I had the strangest, I had ballooned up at this point to 400 pounds. When I was in my 20s, I weighed 400 pounds. I was this great, big, fat guy. And it wasn't because I had to eat all the time. And it wasn't because I only ate like deep-fried birthday cake. It was because I, in my head, could never figure out the food-to-beverage ratio. It eluded me. I would be eating my dinner and finish my Mountain Dew, and there would be 2 pieces of meatloaf left on the plate. Well, I don't want to just eat the meatloaf and walk around dry, so I get another Mountain Dew, and I gobble up the meatloaf, and now I have 3/4 of a glass of soda. And I don't want to waste it. I'm not Hulk Hogan. I don't have money to spend on rip-away clothes. Shove the soda, because then I'll be way too moist. And I can't walk around moist. So I just carve up another piece of meatloaf, and I'm eating the meatloaf, and I'm drinking my soda, and I finish my soda, and there's 3 pieces of meatloaf left! God! Dad! So, I weighed 400 pounds before I learned about Tupperware. So maybe I am an alien. When I was in my 30s, I thought I'm probably not an African alien. I might actually be a robot. There's a chance. I did live in a desert area in the 70s. The government might have been trying an artificial intelligence, and I'm the very first person. They tried it, but instead of like developing new weaponry or becoming a ruthless killing machine, I just became a master of karaoke and a fine connoisseur of strip clubs. So eventually, Eventually, the government had to shut down the organization because they couldn't explain to Congress why they're spending all this money on an android that only watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So, I do want to say that, you know, I've spent a very long time being a weird person, and I have to explain to my family constantly that I'm not gay just because I don't have somebody attached to me. I have a problem matching up. I'm a straight guy, and no matter what I do, I will still, in a couple of weeks, be alone on my birthday in a Thai restaurant. If I were gay, then I would be color coordinated. My hair would be shorter, but I would still be in a Thai restaurant alone on my birthday. If I had sex with kittens, I would still be alone in a Thai restaurant on my birthday. And the kitties would probably be on the menu. So, I'm just who I am. And if you want to find me on my birthday, you can call me, because I'll probably be alone at home, humping the leftovers.